Roman Reigns pumping himself up, trying to take control of this triple threat match. Critical moment here.
And CM Punk down in the middle of the ring. This dream WrestleMania main event may be about to turn into a nightmare.
And Roman Reigns is about to turn CM Punk's lights out at the showcase of the Immortals. The guillotine is cinched in.
Will Punk tap out? Is Punk going to tap out? Remember, the ropes will not force a break here. But what a counter by Punk into the jackknife cover. And Reigns has to kick out.
A much-needed way out of jail just in time, and the transition now.
Anaconda Vice cinched in. Reigns is in trouble. Punk squeezing with everything in his being.
And Rollins now saving the matchup for himself as he looks to turn Punk on his belly and going for a sharpshooter here.
And now locked in, a tap out here for CM Punk. Ends the entire thing, surely now. Seth Rollins closing in on victory, but denied by Roman Reigns.
And now Reigns to Rollins into the guillotine.
Rollins now in jeopardy. Can the Visionary fight his way out? Look at the power from Seth. Northern Light suplex.
A cover, and a kick out.
Transition once again from Roman Reigns back into that choke, but a stomp from CM Punk breaks it up. Wait up, Cole.
Go to sleep by Punk to GTS for the victory. Hook to the leg. Is it enough? And a kick out at two.
How on earth did Rollins find the will to survive?
And Heyman, wow, look at him.
The wise man distraught on the outside of the ring, understandably so.
Saw his man so close to victory there, but denied by a late kick out.
And now CM Punk, the only man standing. 12 years after his last WrestleMania match, Punk is hanging strong with the two men that have remained at the top of our industry in Punk's absence. Oh, the knees caught him. Could be a turning point.
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball. Backdrop suplex high across the shoulders.
Very effective.
It's the red, white, and blue Thunderbomb. That powerbomb was absolutely worthy of both halves of its name.
Punk avoids the attack.
Caught with a clothesline.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
He grabbed the kendo stick, and now business is really picking up.
He's doing it.
Going for the pin.
No, a kick out. He's still in this.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
Headbutt. Kick from behind. Ouch. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Bludgeoned with a stiff shot.
He's starting to feel the effects of this attack.
And that's the kind of offense that's going to earn Reigns a spot in the Hall of Fame. Brutal club.
Oh, my!
And the manager is searching under the ring. He could only be looking for something nefarious down there. Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Oh, knee right to the spine. And he heads back into the ring. Ooh, snaps the leg across the head.
Big shot taken. That one's going to leave a welt.
Managing to evade a precarious position there.
Down with a face buster.
Turning the tables.
Bam!
Up the welts already forming from that kendo shot. Strong counter from Punk.
That one busted up Roman.
Just tossing that kendo stick with total disregard.
Got him in the corner now.
Now lifted onto the top turnbuckle. And Punk gets countered there. Backs, turns that in his favor.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
Taking this fight back into the ring. Oh, what a clubbing blow. The cover for the win. Oh, breaking it up.
Putting the kibosh on the pin attempt then and there.
Enziguri to the floor. He's headed out to the ringside area.
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
Bang! Crucial counter there. Oh, look at this here, guys. Look at this. Power bomb.
Oh, the pinning combination. And just chucking Reigns out of the ring.
Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now? And now he's going to the top rope.
CM Punk from the top rope.
Bullseye with the elbow.
Oh, look at this here, guys. Look at this. Power bomb. Is it enough? Is this the end? Shoulders up before two.
Not quite enough to put him away. Target
The pin. It's all or nothing time. He stops the pin.
This isn't over yet.
And Punk looking to gain control with a kick to the midsection, but Rollins still in this match.
Well, Rollins looking to break up this apparent GTS attempt and does so, but right back into the line of fire himself.
Bang.
GTS connects.
Spear by Reigns.
Stop by Rollins. All three men down. Critical moment in this match.
Oh my, what absolute chaos and bedlam inside the ring. If one man can get a cover here, it may be over.
Paul Heyman, of course, out here with this loose alliance with Punk, his quote-unquote friend. Of course, he has the history with Reigns, and now he gives the tear to Punk.
Heyman showing his true colors tonight.
That favor called in by CM Punk about to pay dividends here. No disqualifications in this kind of match.
And Punk stalking Reigns, and a low blow by Heyman. What the hell?
You made me down. You made me down.
Roman Reigns' life was passing before his eyes, and now Heyman going to offer the chair to the tribal chief.
Bow down at the feet of the tribal chief. You have to think this was the plan all along to take out CM Punk.
And now Reigns, chair in hand. Boom!
Yeah, that didn't end up being the WrestleMania main event that I had dreamed about for years. How do you people agree to this? How do you even come up with this? Who in their right minds thinks, hey, let's drag someone to their worst moments to relive them? What kind of masochistic grease to it? Why would anyone want that? I saw what you did to John Cena a few years ago, making him relive loss after loss after loss, and then having him face the camera and say that those moments made him better for it. No, I always figured that if a CM Punk showcase was ever pitched, I'd politely tell them to take a hike. But then I saw what was done for Paul Heyman last year, what was done for the whole Bloodline dynasty. Suddenly, it wasn't just reliving history, it was rewriting it. Instead of trying to take something positive from those losses, Heyman did what he always does and spins it into a victory by literally rewriting history. Well, if he can do it, I can do it better. Using what 2K calls slingshot technology, we can take any what-if dream you've ever had and make it a reality. Dream matches, ripple effects, righting wrongs, and changing history. That's what CM Punk has always been about. My first couple of years with WWE were a whirlwind. I was ECW champion, a team with DX at the Survivor Series, and I finally made it to WrestleMania. I won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 24, which led to what most consider to be the best cash-in of all time.
CM Punk has done it! Mr. Money in the Bank has become Mr. World Champion!
This upset a lot of people, including my old friend JBL. JBL didn't like a thing about me, how I looked, how I talked, how I wrestled, music choice. Everything about me bothered him. And he saw SummerSlam as his opportunity to declare to the world that CM Punk does not belong. JBL thrives when he can strong-arm somebody, a true tyrant who takes great pleasure in badgering anyone who sees beneath him. I had no illusions that this was going to be an easy fight. My only plan was to hit him as hard as I could and beat the respect into him at SummerSlam. Now go put JBL in his place. Avoid the clothesline if you can. And let's make sure JBL feels like he's been sent to hell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Cole coming to you alongside Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, live from SummerSlam. CM Punk, who captured his first World Heavyweight Championship just 7 weeks ago, is set for his biggest title defense yet.
Cole, why are you focusing so much on Punk when we are in the midst of the wrestling god? And our next World Heavyweight Champion, John Bradshaw Layfield. JBL has the look of a champion, the entrance of a champion, and he may be minutes away from becoming a champion.
JBL telling Punk last week that fairy tales aren't real, that midnight will strike here tonight at SummerSlam.
Talk about Cinderella. JBL's been calling Punk Cindy lately.
JBL, the longest reigning champion in SmackDown history, hopes to add the world title to his collection tonight. He's had great success over the years here at SummerSlam. Here's the man who won the title at the end of June when he cashed in Money in the Bank in a surprise on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, the underdog who has had uphill battles ever since winning the World Heavyweight Championship, has held on to that championship and he's worn it proudly. CM Punk fans have been saying CM Punk is not a so-called transition, and that's what Punk hopes to prove tonight.
JBL has called Punk a transitional champion, and worse. This is another top test for Punk here at SummerSlam.
Introducing the challenger from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL. And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
That's what it's all about, folks. The World Heavyweight Championship. A prize worth fighting for.
CM Punk is a champion who lives by his own rules. In the lead-up to this match tonight, Punk has refused to give in to JBL's intimidation tactics.
Oh, in the words of CM Punk, sometimes it's what you don't do that makes you who you are. But I think Punk's defiance has only angered JBL even further.
And that could be a grave mistake. A fired-up and furious JBL is not something you want to deal with. Mess with the bull, and you get the horns. Wants to finish this. From the sky.
Wow, cross body. The champion clearly doing whatever it takes to retain their title here. CM Punk, the surprise champion who cashed in the Money in the Bank contract back in June, shocking the entire sports entertainment world. And many are still shocked that he's champion today.
None more shocked than JBL, but tonight is the opportunity to put all the doubters to rest.
Every time Punk defends that title, he has to prove himself again and again. The championship's around his waist because he earned it. Muscling out of a double underhook. Alabama slam. Wow.
Stomp to the gut. Cuts the attack off.
One thing Punk certainly doesn't have here is the experience advantage. JBL had the longest championship reign in SmackDown history. You don't achieve that by accident. JBL has a wealth of championship experience that Punk just doesn't have yet.
Good point. Punk has his work cut out for him, taking on someone as battle-tested as JBL. Heck, JBL has even won here at SummerSlam before. Punk hasn't.
Punk prides himself in being disciplined and having plenty of self-control. He's going to need all that here tonight against Bradshaw. A 17-year veteran will play mind games and try to wear the champion down.
And if he can't wear him down, he'll just beat him down. JBL has a bona fide mean streak. Mean and vicious. He enjoys inflicting pain on his opponent.
That's why he's been successful in the ring and in the business world. Oh, and he manages to reverse.
Quick exchange of counters there.
And the champ might have just frustrated Bradshaw even more there. Float over Russian leg sweep. Talking about these men, they couldn't be any more different. Highly competitive match. Punk defending the championship. JBL whipped into the corner. There's the vintage running knee by Punk.
And what a shocking victory this could be for the young up-and-comer CM Punk, but denied by JBL.
Bradshaw just too powerful for Punk, and now the wrestling god teeing off.
And JBL doing what he does best, manhandling his opponent. And JBL not too comfortable on the ropes, but going up there anyway.
Gonna do something here to put CM Punk away, and that may well do it, but it looks like JBL injured himself in the process.
Both men down. The official counting away here. First man to his feet could gain the advantage in the matchup. JBL looks like he's gonna just crawl to the cover. Shoulders are down. Punk kicks out.
And a late kick out there from CM Punk. Just enough gas left in the tank, and you can see the cogs whirring behind the eyes of JBL.
JBL looking to end it all here with a clothesline from hell.
Punk dodges out in time. In this fight.
Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. And now he's back into the ring.
He is looking to do some serious harm. Stiff headbutt. Scooped up. Uh-oh.
He's able to dodge that one in time.
Looking for the pin. Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
We have just witnessed next level grit, resilience, and even more so, defiance. How do you stop that?
That was the home run shot that got robbed at the fence.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Rising to his feet, but he's still looking glassy-eyed.
Counter by CM Punk.
Now really focusing in on attacking that leg. Attacking the hamstring with knee strikes.
This whole arena getting behind Punk now, fueling the champ with adrenaline. Oof.
Boom! Fell back with that elbow. That dodge combined. JBL time.
Firing with a straight shot there. Answering back. The fight is on. It is furious. Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Just emptying everything they've got now. This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step up the gas first? Kick to the gut. Oh, brutal form. And Punk, the Cinderella of this tale, might go back to mopping floors if JBL keeps having his way.
Got out of that position with the desperate.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
GTS connects.
The champ might have just sealed things. Oh man, this might be it.
There's two.
He's done it. CM Punk retains.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just have to get used to this. Once again, CM Punk has silenced the critics and proven himself as a champion.
This was a must-win title defense for Punk, and like you said, now everyone knows the champ is no easy target.
There aren't many people in this industry that I respect more than Rey Mysterio. And while I think the world of Rey Mysterio, it doesn't mean we always see eye to eye. And yes, we've often gotten into fights over our disagreements, but every single encounter with Rey is special. We've had so many great moments, but when it came to this showcase, I went with one that may surprise you. A match where we were on good terms with each other, where we just went out there with the simplest of goals. Win the match, earn a title shot, Armageddon 2008. The finals of the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title tournament. Having a chance at WWE gold dangling in front of you is always one hell of a carrot. And we went out there and had a blast trying to outdo the other.
Look at this!
Rey and I have done things to each other over the years that don't exactly scream respect. But at the end of the day, I love Rey. I love our history, and I love this encounter. So let's jump back to that special night in December of 2008 at Armageddon.
Well, current Intercontinental Champion William Regal asked Stephanie McMahon to establish this tournament to ensure that his next challenger is deserving.
Well, I don't think William Regal is going to be disappointed with his pick of the litter tonight. As a matter of fact, every contender in this tournament was deserving.
Rey Mysterio defeating Kofi Kingston and The Miz to get here.
From San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio!
Rey Mysterio, a former world champion, looking forward to this match because it takes him one step closer to perhaps battling for one championship he's never held.
That, of course, being the Intercontinental title.
Well, CM Punk is no longer one half of the World Tag Team Champions. CM Punk and Kofi Kingston losing the gold last night at a WWE live event in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, as devastating as that loss was, Punk has to quickly recalibrate to get the job done tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, CM Punk!
I remember in Manchester, William Regal standing victorious in front of all of his countrymen, telling them that he was proudly going to go all over the world defending that Intercontinental Championship.
Vowing to bring prestige and honor, in his words, back to the Intercontinental title.
Two former world champions meeting for the first time ever. CM Punk and Rey Mysterio.
You ask me, either of these men could bring a lot of prestige and honor to the title. Can you believe that this is the first time these two former world champions are facing off against each other? Duking it out here for the #1 contender spot for William Regal's Intercontinental Championship.
I think either one of these men is fully capable of bringing even more honor and prestige to that coveted championship. You can tell there's so much mutual honor and respect in there between Punk and Mysterio.
Struck with a calf kick.
You see Rey Mysterio, and you notice, Corey, his wrist doesn't have extra taping tonight. He had torn ligaments in that wrist a couple of weeks ago. Is there a reason for not having it taped? I don't think it's healed quickly. I think it's perhaps psychological.
Well, we always know if you go into a match and you have an injury and you've got some part of your body taped up, it's like a bullseye. It's like a target for your opponent. Rey probably wants to appear 100%, even if he truly isn't.
fires right back.
Springboard misses the target.
Trying armbar. Triangles in. Will it get countered? Yes, not letting the submission attempt do any more damage here. What awareness seeing Ray coming. And we talk about the reason for this tournament to contend for the Intercontinental Championship coming from the smug attitude of our current About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Saved by the ropes this time.
Here comes a big-time power bomb. No, great reversal. Shoulders down.
He kicks out instantly.
Easy kick out there, but they'll get harder soon.
Oh, walloped by a huge club. Brought down with the bulldog.
Clothesline! We could expect a fast-paced match. Two superstars that are almost equal in speed, Wade.
There's so much talent in the ring right now. I have to imagine they both did their homework. I don't think either Ray or Punk would face another world champion without being fully prepared.
CM Punk had a big night this past Monday night on Raw. He won the Slammy Award for the OMG Moment of the Year.
Well, yes, he did, but his week went downhill from there. Losing his World Tag Team Championship last night, you have to believe that's on his mind. You always see sports teams have some sort of hangover after big losses.
But Punk doesn't drink, so I think he can avoid a hangover quite easily.
I see what you did there.
Mysterio showing that athletic, technical style that has won him championships.
Continuing to attack the neck. Oh, across the top rope.
Oh, what a response.
He saw that one coming.
CM Punk won the World Heavyweight title back in June on his first night on Raw after the draft, cashing in his Money in the Bank.
What a night to remember that was. But the end of Punk's reign wasn't as ceremonious. The title was taken away from him after a punt from Randy Orton. Put Punk on the shot.
And maybe Punk has targeted something. Maybe an ailing injury could be affecting Ray.
Gets driven into the corner.
Struggling to fight, being forced into the tree of woe.
And Ray had it scouted.
Mongolian chop.
Feet tied up. Has to be feeling vulnerable here.
But everything behind that kick.
Again, the Intercontinental Champion, William Regal, will face the winner, earning a chance to hold the same title the likes of Pat Patterson, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Stone Cold, The Rock, and many more have held.
I had the opportunity to talk to Mysterio and Punk earlier today, and they said just having a chance to battle for the Intercontinental title is so important to both of them and both of their careers.
Get in there, ref.
This is just signature.
Uh-oh. Makes some space and gets out of dodge. Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
Misses on the springboard.
Mysterio showing the wear and tear this match has taken on him.
Boom. Putting him in the corner for something here. Counter upon counter, great minds thinking alike. Able to parry that one. Quick exchange, reversing the reversal.
Not where he wants to be right now.
Mongolian chop.
Just disheartening to see Mysterio struggle here.
CM Punk's been finding an answer for everything Mysterio's doing here.
Jeez, and now Ray has damage to his face.
And it seems like his head might be the target here.
Well, this #1 contender match full of drama here.
You have to think Intercontinental Champ William Regal is looking on as the 619 setup, but denied by CM Punk.
Ray had it dialed up. Punk has other plans.
What a move by Mysterio with a Hurricane Rana into the 619 position.
And now the second bite of the cherry connects. CM Punk down. And now perhaps in the drop zone for Rey Mysterio to finish this.
Punk out of the way just in the nick of time.
And Mysterio rolling up Punk for the victory in a kick out by Punk.
Who wants it more?
Punk and Ray have been running at breakneck pace from the first bell, countering each other's best shots. This is anybody's ball game. Good old-fashioned punch to the jaw. One response after another, back and forth we go.
What's Punk got forthcoming? Spiked! And CM Punk is in control.
CM Punk is all gas right now, and Rey Mysterio cannot from the top rope.
Elbow drop from the top rope.
It's CM Punk's time to try and capitalize on Mysterio.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Got to sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
2. He's still in this fight.
Every single person in this arena thought this was over, except Rey Mysterio.
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
It looks like he could get it done here.
CM Punk is the #1 contender.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
Battered and bruised. What a gutsy match out of Mysterio and Punk.
The bottom line is, CM Punk has a date with the Intercontinental Champion, William Regal.